I'm home. We are home. Oh, giving the house to teenagers for 2 weeks. We're very grateful. The house hasn't been burnt down. Uh, we have so much work to do. Oh my God, what was I thinking? You know, coming home in March was such a kick in the dick of last year. When I came back from South by Southwest last year. Yeah, like it's crazy when you have a plan, you're solid on it and you stick to it. Things will work out. If you don't have a plan with goals and things that you're looking forward to and knowing who you are and what you like to do and working towards those things. If you're not cognizant of all that and you're not putting any time into it, like obviously you're going to feel lost. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be reactive to the world because there's no direction that you're going in. Every day seems monotonous. And this is why suicide is such a heavy thing. Like there is meaning, there is purpose for individuals and for us all together. Like that's what's so beautiful about life. And when you get in a relationship, it's not easy. Raising kids is not easy. And here we are in a society where we have babies making babies. And what I mean by that, and I'm not talking about teenage girls having babies. You could be 25 and having a baby. At 25 in this society, and the way we educate our kids and what's important, yeah, it's their children. To be a man, to take care of others, to sacrifice your own happiness now for the betterment of tomorrow. It's not a man thing. That's not a woman thing to do. That's just a mature, grown-ass person doing what needs to be done. And yes, us men, we have always been tended to be the ones to do that. Females are the ones that are more emotional, caring, when men are more brute and just do what needs done type of thing. But the feminine and the masculine, that energy, doesn't matter your sexes, you have to have that balance there. And it's the yin and the yang, all that shit, man. Like there's so much to life that people before us that had this technology that they understood. And having this technology on top of the understanding of those principles, that's where life begins to get magical. That's when you use technology for good. Taking shortcuts, things of that nature. You see businesses already doing it. Our humanity is what we need to keep alive. And going on this trip reminded, hopefully both my wife and I, but it definitely reminded me that life is short. There's way too much out there to experience. So make a plan. What do you want to do? I know the wife and I want to travel the world. We're going to travel the world. If I have anything to say or do about it. Now, I can't help it if I get hit by a bus, but up to the point that happens, I will be happy knowing that I'm working towards that mission. Now, enough of all that bullshit. Now it's time to get back to work. I got a session coming up here, which I shouldn't be doing. I shouldn't be working until next week, but I want to check up on my peeps. I want to see how things are going. Yeah, I gotta knock out this project for a financial client, which I need to Do that now. But other than that, I'm just sitting here chilling. I'm getting ready to do my little meeting. And it's been a while since I've been here in the home studio. I this camera here recorded a behind the scenes of us capturing the volcano. I used this camera and other cameras on the trip. Um, so yeah, this camera was in Hawaii with me, and now it's back in the studio and on its home tripod and hooked up to the Atomos, and now we're streaming. So I'm so fucking tired. I was so tired. I woke up around 5:30 this morning. Had to get the son off onto the bus and off to school. I thought, okay, I'll get up and get a shower, and I'll get started with work. Well, come 8 o'clock, I couldn't even. I was sick to my stomach, tired. I haven't been that tired in a long ass time. I just slept for like 8 hours. Went to bed at 10:30. Got up at 5:30. What is that? To seven ish, 7.5 ish hours of sleep, and then the next morning, yeah. So by 8:30, I went back upstairs, laid down, and before I know it, I wake up. It's fucking 12:30. I'm like, holy shit! I just slept my fucking morning away. But now I'm here. I want to go back to bed. I do. I want to sleep. I slept on the plane as much as I could, but not much. That plane ride sucked. And that last plane ride from Seattle to home, no more layovers. We're going Cincinnati, CVG to 8KOA, baby. All the way. Not doing this shit again. No. I'm upstairs, grab my medicine, and totally fucking Took my drink up, threw it away, talked to the wife for a second, came back down. Damn it. Damn it. Can you hear me? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. There you are. Good morning. I need to turn my volume up. Or good afternoon.
How was your vacation?
Oh, it was not really a vacation. I felt like I worked more than I did vacation. There was just too much to do. But it was great. It was nice not to have to be anywhere at a certain time or to do like, yeah, it was nice. I cut the cord and I just relaxed for roughly 10 days.
Great. Where'd you go?
We went to Kona, so this was more of a, things have been a little rough at home. Marriage has been a little rough, and we were supposed to go back for our 5 year. We told ourselves we'd go back every 5 years to just visit, one or every 10 or something like that. Well, we went back to renew our vows. It's been kind of rough, and it, like I said, it wasn't really a vacation. It felt like work, because even going to the cliffs where we got married, we did this elope thing where they took us to these cliffs that you have to have a person take you back there because it's hard to get to with the trails and stuff. I even got a hold of the person. I just couldn't afford everything. There's, $700 just to park for 10 days. Like, it's everything costs so fucking much money. So it's like not something you're going to do every 5 years, maybe once every 10 years, and maybe not 10 days next. I don't know. It's just so fucking expensive. But, the waterfalls, the volcano, seeing that go off, like being there for that.
Oh, wow.
If you've ever stargazed, you haven't done so until you've done it on Mauna Kea. Like, it's crazy up there. Like the shooting stars and
Oh, I bet.
my guy,
Yeah.
like it's
Most of humanity has no idea what the skies really have up there.
with all the light pollution in the city. Like, kids grow up, never leave a city, and they don't even know what is up there. And they see pictures on TV. I remember living in Hawaii when I was a kid because my mom was stationed there. That's why I'm so drawn to it, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So when we moved, she got kicked out of the Navy for smoking pot, and I got put up in foster care because her family was, well, anyway. So when I was in foster care, they put me in Tennessee, and I remember watching cartoons as a kid and seeing snow and shit, and I'm like, well, that's fake. And they're like, what are you talking about? Snow's real. I didn't know snow was real until I went outside in Tennessee during Christmas. Like, see, snow's real. I was like, holy shit, because Christmas cartoons came on and snow and stuff. I'm like, well, that's not real. And they were like, yeah, it is. Come outside. Anyway, so yeah, man, it's crazy, and I wanted to touch base with you guys because I know things are pretty much steady going, but I want to make sure things are going well. But yeah, I do plan on showing. Here's what these are raw. I haven't edited any of these yet, but this is what I saw with my that's what it looks like with the naked eye.
Right.
But yeah, I'm going to edit some of these and put my time lapses together. Waterfalls. We saw. This was a time lapse I was doing at nighttime, so
Right.
I'll put together something to share with everybody eventually. Send everybody a link so they can go see the shots I got. But yeah, it was worth it. Thank you for asking.
Well, I thought you were gone for the rest of the week.
I probably should be. I texted everybody this morning and I fell asleep and I woke up at 12:30 and I was like, holy shit, yeah, I shouldn't be doing anything today. Oh, I even told Scott Wegman I'd be in the office today and had to text him when I woke up at 12:30 saying, yeah, I'm not coming in today. I was going to stop by just to check on him. But yeah.
But yeah, on the calendar, you're out till like next week.
Yeah, that's probably good that most people think that. I
And
need
you
it.
know what? I mean, I'm totally okay with that because we really haven't made. I mean, maybe Paul has made some investigation type thing, but I haven't done any more. since we spoke last time.
Yeah, and I thought about that while I was on my trip too. I feel like maybe I might be overthinking. Like, it sounds like maybe we're thinking to put a band-aid with something in place, but if we're going to do a band-aid, I'd rather use what we already I don't want to spend extra money, if that makes sense. I'd rather save that money for a solution that's going to get us 10 years. And I don't want to push that too hard if we do want to get something new in place in the interface. So I was thinking about that, looking at, am I pushing back against Fisher about doing this too hard, or, type of thing while I was away. So, keep me grounded there. Let me know if I'm overstepping. But yeah, if we can put together some kind of, I will work on a sand solution over the next few weeks and have something tested for us. So that way we see progress and actually putting something together and not just talking about it. And then we can, if that's going well and we have our Band-Aid solution, let's plan for that 10-year, know what we're going to be in for, and pick a date. Like, will that be, first quarter of 2027? Is that going to be later in 27? Are we going to try to get it done before this year? Let's get the Band-Aid in place and then look at that 10-year solution, see when we should, what's the cost of that, implementing it, and what that looks like. And this Band-Aid will get us through that. That's the plan I think that we came up with before I left. So
Yeah.
I hope that works for
everybody. And I don't know that I would really call it a Band-Aid, but with the negative connotations associated with that. I mean, I think I'd like an appropriately scaled solution for where we are right now. And so if you want to call that a Band-Aid, that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with Band-Aids.
Well, think of it more of a dressing. We're just putting dressing on it while it's healing, right? I don't know. It's more than just a Band-Aid, but yeah, I get what you're going. I get where you're going with that. We will be using we're not going to go buy a small NAS. That would be a Band-Aid. We're going to use our enterprise solutions that we already have to do that. But those enterprise solutions are going to be deprecated in 2027. Now and I keep saying that, but Jay and I have not decided yet. And I think we may leave it for archival. If we have a client willing to pay us something monthly to help keep the system running for archival data, then yeah, maybe there is a use there, as long as the client understands this is not a production system. Like, if it fails, you could be without this data for weeks or months before we can get it back. Well, I wouldn't say months, but maybe months before we have a working solution. But we can get to the data, if that makes sense. So yeah.
How is all that
business dancing bullshit going? Yeah, so I'm out of it now. There's been a stay put on. Icora's done. I'm clear everything. Jay's still in the mess. It is his data center, and I know that the guy that's suing us, we call him Kevin the Dick because his name's Kevin Dickey, and he's kind of a dick. Well, I guess his attorney just withdrew from the case because Kevin Dickey's a dick. So I don't know what's going on with all that between Jay and them, but I'm clear. Navicore is good. We're already rocking and rolling. We're out of the woods on all that bullshit.
Well, good.
Yeah. So Summit will be taking over the service desk portion. There's a plan right now for Navicore to offset that because we can't be what Icora was. So Jay's currently doing the service desk for us. So if you guys have a problem, we're telling you guys to call Jay, but we're moving that over to Summit, which will be the official service desk, because Jay's even moving his. Essentially what we're doing with Summit is they're going to be the service desk for the Master Tech Plan. And the way we do matters and objectives, Kevin and his crew, which I need to introduce you guys. We're doing Wegman Company first. They're going to be taking calls for Wegman Company before they take calls for Fisher, and then there'll be AP Schweitzer after that. And then we're going to move to Jay's clients, and then it'll all fall into place. But we're creating a central service desk. So the aftermath of this whole thing happening is that I worked with Jay to turn it into a solution to where we're actually taking advantage of the matter, and we're trying to quadruple our size by bringing Summit into the Master Tech Plan family.
Got it.
And
Well, good. I'm glad that, I mean, that's a silver lining for sure. And just getting that off your head, that problem, that level of stress kind of screwed on many levels of your life too. So,
having that hit at the same time, and I know the wife was going through a
yeah,
lot. Like, have the home stuff was what was hurting me more than that. To be honest with you,
I know,
the
but I'm
personal
just
side,
saying it has a multiplier effect.
absolutely. And now that both of them have been pretty much like, I'm just glad I held my. I'm glad I didn't do what the normal Joe thing would have been and just been a dick and bitch at everybody about it. And I held my cool and it didn't react, and I came out of it better than I was before we went into it. So, and
Well,
thank you
good.
guys. Hopefully, Fisher Design didn't feel. I hope you guys didn't feel any of that pain. Really, I mean, I know you guys were concerned and wanted me to stay on top of things for you, but hopefully, you guys didn't feel any of the blowback from that. And I do owe $4,500 to you guys, which in July I'm gonna start discounting. That's what I worked out with Randy. I'm gonna discount the bill for 4 months at 1,000, and maybe even 1,500 on the final one just to get it done. But that's coming up in July, starting in July. That you guys did help me through all this by loaning me $4,500, so I do appreciate that. I don't know if you're even aware of that, but I need to get with Randy and make sure that he knows that that's still in action and going. So, but yeah,
Okay.
other than that, everything is we are in a good position, and my main concern now is getting Fisher lined out and getting this. We got to figure out the SharePoint thing as a team, collaborative, where Nick wants to reach out and say, "Hey, I have this huge thing I need to store somewhere. Where do you want me to store it?" Because he understands that how much work we're putting into the structure here, and for people not to blindly do those things because we do have that structure now.
Well, again, I really think that if it's easy to access and available, nobody cares whether it's on SharePoint or someplace. I mean, and they say that, but there is no argument, no valid argument if we can eliminate the pain.
Absolutely, and and if you would have told me I would have this problem 8 years ago, where people would be bitching that SharePoint's the better thing, we don't want to use the legacy way, because 8 years ago, the exact opposite argument was being made by the client when I was saying, no, you got it wrong. So now that they see the light, so I'm actually grateful to be in the position we're in, Scott, to be honest with you.
Well, why don't we take the next 15 minutes back to ourselves? I'm going to run an errand actually. Maybe I'll text Paul and say we'll meet on Thursday.
We'll meet Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to send a new invite too, because it looks like, and I may have accidentally deleted the whole thing, the series or something, or maybe I never even created it, but I'll make sure there's a series on there for, I think we said 11 o'clock on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, it's there. I see one.
Oh, is there one for next week?
Yeah.
Then I'll.
Yeah, I mean, you texted what at 7?
Oh yeah, at 11. I was looking for it. I was looking for it right after the damn status meeting. I didn't even look down far enough. I do see it here. My bad. Sorry, what was your question?
I didn't really have a question. I'm going to go ahead and forward this to uh, Paul.
Okay. Well, you go do your errands, and I'm going to probably go back to bed here soon because I am still like. We got home at 9 o'clock last night, and we probably need 2 days of sleep.
I mean, yeah, you got jet lag and don't undo a nice vacation.
Buddy, I'm about to go out. I'm about to go outside and burn a fatty and go to bed. That's where I'm at. Okay, I'm tired. Hey, appreciate you, boss. Let me know if you need anything.
After that, we'll talk to you Tuesday.
Yes, sir. See you, Scott.
Bye.
Aren't you in Hawaii?
Aloha.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm back. I got back last night, 9 o'clock. It was beautiful and expensive. It is. That's what we did. We went back to renew our vows where we went back to the same cliffs where we got married. The damn trail, I guess it was too dangerous, so they basically let the trail overgrow and stop people from going back there. So I had to go through a jungle and find a way to take my wife through a jungle through her dress so we could stand on the damn cliff to renew her. I was like, babe, I think the world's against us. They don't want us to renew our vows. And I was like, we can do it on a different cliff. And she was like, no, it has to. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So it's funny because I actually have one. No, I didn't. I just yeah, I actually have video of me because I had with my little action cam, and yeah, it's pretty. It's comical now, but at the time, I was really wanting to kill people. Oh, the sweat was yeah. I don't want yeah. And I decided to wear a white shirt while we were up there, and I wanted to get pictures of it, so I have gear, and I'm like, yeah, sweaty. The mosquitoes, there was a warning out for the mosquitoes; they were so bad, like it was not good, but totally worth it. No, I got pictures, so I plan to share, but I want to know how things are going there. Is everything no major issues, the door issues, no nothing bad while I was gone, right? Good, good. Um, yeah. Is Scott and Mertz in today? Okay, because I know that we have somebody new supposed to be hired, and I don't know where we are on that. Is Mertz at her desk? I tried calling Scott, he didn't answer.
Saturday. Yeah.
I'll call her then. I'll call her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Welcome. Hello.
Well, hello. How was your last couple weeks?
Grand. Busy.
Awesome. Did we get the new person yet for project management?
Craig.
So,
He's coming in as a consultant.
oh,
With us.
Cool. So do we need to? So he'll go into the workforce management app as a kind of like myself, right? And Tiffany and stuff.
Correct. So this is all on the peripheral. I heard that he has a laptop. When he asked if he could use his laptop, and Scott didn't see that to be an issue, but told Jake that he would have to run it through you. But I got a feeling Jake is looking at me or Scott or me to um,
Make that decision.
ask you.
Well, here's where because Tiffany's in the same boat. Tiffany needs a new computer, right? And she says, "Hey, I have one I can use." So this is kind of perfect timing. Um, and I'm a consultant for you guys. I'm on your tech stack, and you guys aren't supplying me with a computer, which you could, but I could have asked for one, and I'm sure you guys would have done it, but it's not needed because the tech stack I've supplied for us is modern enough to where we do. You can look this up on and ask ChatGPT about it too. It's you ever heard of BYOB? Bring your own beer. It's BYOD. Bring your own device. It's actually a term used in workforce management for Fortune 500. Like it's a big it's a thing. BYOD. Bring your own device, and our tech stack is set up for it.
Okay.
So,
So then,
but we need to have a policy around it, right? We need to have a policy because there's certain requirements. They have to have our software on their computer, and their computer has to meet our specs. So we sound professional, even. It's awesome. The policy and SOP for it. I have the framework for it, but Wegman needs their own version of it, right? So you guys would take the version that we have and make it your own. But I don't know if you guys are that far into things yet. That's something that we will get to, absolutely. And we can't wait for that to be finished before the guy gets what he needs, right?
starting on Friday or tomorrow.
Does he start tomorrow? That's why I'm calling because I know we have I knew Jake told me he had a project manager position that we wanted to fill by mid, and I knew I was going to be gone, so I knew when I got back this would be the first thing to tackle. So that's why I'm calling. So who should I talk to, Jake?
For what?
Like where are we at with the process with this person? Like have they accepted the offer, so they start tomorrow? All this, right? Did we track any of that in? Did we track any of that into the objective that we had in the admin pipeline?
It's tracked in onboard.
Okay, we'll go over the onboarding process and I don't know if you have that written out anywhere as far as how that works and all that. If we can get that, whatever you have as far as the policy there, I'll convert it into the SOPNP. I just need whatever you have written on as far as how that's all written out. But yeah,
So I have him. Jake had a contract. Um, there are there are insurances that we require for. Well, I just looked into this for a consultant that he was going to get. So my understanding is Jake wanted to come on Friday. To get started. Clearing it. I'm clearing it with employed staff, employed staff. We're going to put him over there.
I thought we were going to move Jake to where Tiffany sat.
Jake.
I thought Jake was moving to where Tiffany sat, and then the new person would go where Jake was sitting.
I never heard any of that.
Well, that's why I'm trying to, and all this should be in the. Okay. Well, yeah, just let me know what you guys need me to do. I feel like this is very, yeah, it's. Let me know what you need me to do. So a new client signs up for us, right? And we need access to their bank account, right? So on their paperwork, they're going to see that they must add this account to their banking delegate. There will be steps in the some kind of document that we give them that says do this, right?
Okay.
I'm asking. That's how you plan on doing it, right?
Well, I have a standardized engagement letter that says we require unrestricted access to, and then I name the things. Um, but but I don't have on there that they have to give us delegated access. Not on the paper. I just send them an email and say, hey, what bank do you have? And then I email them back and say, well, this is how you do it for PNC. This is how you do it for US Bank. This is how you do it for this.
And this is a very specific one for U.S. Bank only, or all accounts.
Well, every bank has their own little process. You know, most of them are the same, right? It's just, you know, they're like, I don't know how to do it. How do I do it? And I'm like, okay, go up to file, go up to login and preferences, then go to login security, then go to user management, then go to, right? So I've memorized the steps for each bank.
Well, the AI agent that we created, based off your and I's working together, even on the commercial shit and everything that we do, it knows who we are. It knows we speak tax. It says use alias delegation at display name APS delegation uniform policy label delegation. So this is the delegation system for us to get delegation access to accounts. We use delegation at apschweitzer.com. That's what it created. How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
It doesn't matter. It needs to work.
Okay, so we will let people and that keeps it open for other banks. That's why I was going to say if we're going to do this specific for banks, maybe we want to do U.S. bank delegation, PNC delegation, but delegation across the board. If we do it for all banks, this should be it should be because there's a new method that all banks are using. Even GoDaddy for your domain registration uses this same method of delegation. The main owner of the account gives access through delegation to a email address, and PNC is going to do that. U.S. Bank's going to do that. So we will let every client know that if we are doing your shit, we have to have delegation at AP Schweitzer added to your bank account, so that way we have unrestricted access to your shit. And I'm sure each bank has a type of delegation you can give. We want the highest level of delegation. So yeah, awesome. This all works out. I'll have your shared mailbox here within the hour. Jesus fucking Christ. See, the wife was listening to that. Why would she do that?
I've seen the streets in the west. I've driven down the line. The hell I've seen the road path. Through the Rockies. I've seen Saskatoon. I've driven down the highway one. Just hoping that I'll see you soon. So, coming home. I had the chance to lie to you, my dear. I was young, but I know the end. This will turn around. See, but sometimes love just is not enough. I've been straight before too long. So please forgive me for when I sing some song.
All right. I'm tired, and I'm going to log off here now. I'm kind of in a shit mood. Was I shitty with Melissa? I think I'm shitty with the situation. Whatever. I'm tired. Tired of feeling this way. Ugh. I'm gonna pig out on some Chipotle. All right, everybody. Keep it heavy. Keep it real. Talk to you next time. Peace.